Ho'oponopono can fast-track your journey to finding solutions, to realize abundance, to grow, to evolve, and to discover your true self. The 4 phrases of Ho'oponopono are like a key to unlock the secret chambers of your mind. So join me on this transformational adventure, but there are some pitfalls to sidestep and some mistakes to avoid. So let's get into it. Diving into Ho'oponopono is like taking the express lane to understand how your mind works, the nature of your experience, and how your experience is being generated from within. The quality of your mind is the quality of your experience. The unexamined life is not worth living. So the 4 phrases act as your GPS through the maze of your mind, and it will pull out stuff you didn't even know was there. It's a powerful journey from denial to responsibility, from victim to empowerment, from scarcity to abundance, from fear to love, and from unawareness to awareness. So the first mistake to avoid is do not use Ho'oponopono to resist your thoughts, feelings, and memories that are coming up in your experience. Let's say you encounter a stressful situation, and then you start chanting the 4 phrases. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. And instead of feeling calmer, you get more agitated and frustrated. And you start feeling like you're being bombarded with more thoughts, more feelings than you think you can handle. Thoughts like, why should I be sorry? They should be the ones apologizing. It's not my fault. There must be something wrong with me. Ho'oponopono doesn't work for me. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Here's what you must understand about Ho'oponopono to use it effectively. Ho'oponopono is like a consistent spring cleaning for your mind, clearing away the mental clutter, the judgments, and allowing for a clean slate, 0. Much like a clean home fosters harmony, this practice removes the barriers, obstructing truth and beauty. It's a process of undoing and unlearning bad mental habits and behaviors, and revealing to you parts of yourself that are requesting understanding, forgiveness, and reconciliation. Ho'oponopono brings into your awareness all of the programming and the conditioning that is blocking your creative potential, blocking your vision. And yes, it can get really uncomfortable at times. But here's the thing to remember whenever some intense feeling comes to the surface, usually triggered by an event or by someone. Remind yourself that these feelings are just indicators, your GPS, a map in your life. Its purpose is not to punish you, but to awaken you as to the condition of your mental landscape, to make you become familiar with your thoughts and judgments. It highlights all your blind spots and the errors in your thinking. By bringing the unconscious to the conscious, it offers you the opportunity to look at your past, the memories and judgments with compassion, forgiveness. It is a shift in your attitude from guilt and punishment to love and forgiveness. The person that said those unkind things to you that hurt you, know that you're coming from a fearful, wounded place. So when you can recognize that we all have a wounded, painful past, and we all struggle at times, you start to see that these feelings and these judgments are not personal. They are programs, and we can forgive them. We can let them go. Forgiveness is not about condoning bad behavior, but about giving up, releasing the anger, the sadness, the hurt that is clouding our perception and creating the experience of health, of financial and relationship problems. So, by clearing, you become an extension of love and mercy. And this is what changes us. We cannot change anything on the outside unless we change our energy, our inner environment. So don't focus on resisting your feelings, the errors, the judgments. Instead, assume 100% responsibility to make amends, to clean it up. And cleaning is illuminated in these 4 phrases. Turn to acknowledge your memories, the past pain version of yourself. I see you. I'm sorry for the memories that replay as hurt and sorrow. I recognize the fear, the struggle, and the suffering you have endured. You're protecting me. Thank you for that. I love you. Please forgive me for any role I played, knowingly or unknowingly, in causing this pain. I'm sorry for my lack of awareness. Thank you for granting me another chance to make another choice, to see peace instead of upset, and to let go and find clarity. At the core of healing is understanding, compassion, and kindness. And all healing is a release from fear. You release the fear by acknowledging it, not denying it or resisting it or chanting it away. The Ho'oponopono process is an unwinding, a release of the knot of suffering and self-preservation in your mind. And this allows the divine energy to flow. So instead of recycling the limited data that is already in your mind, you're now open to new experiences, insights, and revelations. You're more willing to step outside of your comfort zone. So chanting Ho'oponopono is like summoning a higher state of consciousness, the divine within, to ask for help and guidance. You step into the role of the observer instead of the limited person reacting solely from your memories. You witness your experiences from a much higher vantage point and exposing what has always been hiding in the shadows and dispelling the illusions through the light of your awareness. So to recap on this first mistake, avoid using Ho'oponopono to resist your thoughts and fight your feelings. Instead, employ it as an exclusive access to awareness, unveiling everything that is blocking your vision and aliveness, and allowing you to receive what is right and perfect for you. So the next pitfall you want to sidestep is to use Ho'oponopono with expectations of changing others. Expecting the other person to change or your situation to do a 180 is like waiting for Wi-Fi in the middle of nowhere. You could be waiting for a very long time and frustration is not far behind. Ho'oponopono is only about your inner state and not someone else's. It's not about seeking external validation. It's not about changing the other person or imposing your process on another. Life is a mirror. It's not about fixing others or the external environment to sort the internal. That is upside down, backwards, and reversing cause and effect. And Ho'oponopono is only about being at cause and not at effect. So discern, consider. Which do you prefer to choose? Do you want your external environment to control you, or do you want to be able to influence and shape your external environment with your thoughts and actions? Ho'oponopono is about 100% responsibility, your ability to respond in a limitless way. To be responsive is to involve yourself in every aspect of your life, your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, and your surroundings, to be involved in all these aspects in a way that is free and indiscriminate. So if you're using Ho'oponopono to test someone, to see if they change, that's not how Ho'oponopono works. Ho'oponopono works by bringing about an internal transformation first, instead of inviting more resistance to the party. So taking 100% responsibility means you cannot change what you don't own up to. Denial is like sweeping the dirt under the carpet. It doesn't clean anything up. Only when you can clean the resistance to looking, to feeling, and to experiencing can you truly make a shift. Don't use Ho'oponopono to try and change others. You don't know what the other person's karma is and what their lessons are. So don't impose your process on another, even if it's coming from a good place. Because in the big scheme of things, we do not know what the other person's karma is and how they're going to work it out. Also, if you want to change the other person's expectations in order to be happy, can you see that this is a recipe for misery? Your emotions are going to be like a roller coaster. Every time things happen your way, they go your way, you're happy. And when things don't happen your way, you're unhappy. Right? The equation of life is, it is my inner state, my consciousness, that changes the perception of the outer world, and not the other way around. So don't use Ho'oponopono to fix your relationships while holding on to grudges. Release them instead, forgive them, because this only stirs up more unnecessary and painful drama. Use Ho'oponopono to become aware of the resistance that usually comes in a judgment. I need to be right. I want to be right. By letting go of this rigid mental posturing, this makes you more present in your relationships. Less reactive, more responsive, more present. So expectations is resistance and coercion, because you're saying, I can only be happy if you change. This runs counter to the authentic and genuine spirit of forgiveness and reconciliation that Ho'oponopono aims to cultivate. Your karma is not what is happening to you. Your karma is how you're reacting to the situation. We can react from memories from the past, or we can respond with love and gratitude from the present moment. And how we respond is as good as transforming the situation on the outside, because the power is always on the inside. The last pitfall is not to aim these 4 phrases at the other person or the situation. These phrases are your personal conversation with the divine, with your inner child, with that part of you that knows all the details and the memories that are causing stress and anxiety and showing up as painful dramas in your life. This practice is your personal introspective journey, a roadmap to self-healing. Trying to convey these phrases to someone else can lead to misunderstandings. And it is also not always appropriate, because even if your intention is loving and positive, it might be perceived as imposing your process on them. Ho'oponopono is your secret sauce for your relationship with the divine, and not a megaphone to influence external dynamics. The miracle happens when you turn the sentiments of apology, gratitude, and love inward. You take on the qualities of the divine, because your true nature is an extension of the divine creator. So consider Ho'oponopono as like having a heart-to-heart with the divine, saying, I'm sorry for whatever is going on in me that is creating this situation. I'm sorry for my unawareness. I didn't know I had this in me, and I'm willing to make it right. Please help me to see this another way. Please dissolve and transmute all the memories and the emotional charges to peace. Please dissolve all that is in me that is making me perceive the other person or the situation in a way that's painful and fearful. Please feel free to employ your own words and phrases as you start to expand more and more in awareness. We see the outside world through the lens of our past judgments, and Ho'oponopono is your way of wiping that lens clean so that it becomes a mirror for the divine to shine through, so that you are an extension of abundance, of wisdom, and of love. In conclusion, Ho'oponopono isn't just a mantra to be repeated mindlessly. It's your backstage pass to self-awareness. Remember, it's not about fixing others or waiting for the Wi-Fi in the middle of nowhere. It's a personal journey, your dance with the divine. So let go of the resistance, drop the expectations, and keep those 4 phrases close to your heart as a way to take responsibility for your state of mind at all times, to let go of the limitations, and to respond to what is needed in a creative, inspired, and limitless way. The real miracle happens when you turn inward, embracing peace and abundance, because after all, peace is a do-it-yourself job. By resolving what is on the inside, the outer will reflect that. So develop and cultivate trust within. Achieving peace is a personal endeavor, discovered through solitude, introspection, mindful observation, meditation, and letting go. These tools serve as your cleansing agents. So remember, this is a journey without distance to a goal that has never changed. A journey from unwillingness to willingness, from woundedness to wisdom, from untruth to truth, from fear to love, from karma to yoga, and from data to zero. Know thyself.